Lesson number one, compassion and kindness.
So you're enrolled at Morgan State. You've chosen a major, political science, and you know you're in college.
Right.
Are you just in class and going home, or do you get involved in any on-campus activities?
Oh no. I remember after I joined political science as a major, chose as a major, there were these talks about student government association, where there were different officers, president, vice president, treasurer, all that. And then someone mentioned about the Mr. and Miss Morgan State University, so I asked what that was. That was an opportunity where you would be student ambassador for the class. So I and a couple friends talked about it, and they're like, Spikes, you should try it, you know? You care a lot about, you know, student life. You're always talking about what students need. When I ran at the time, it was like 12, 13 people, 12, 13 guys running for it. And you had to get signatures to get on the ballot. You had to put flyers up, let people you know that you're running, and also there were debates. And we had the debate, and then I remember the Board of Elections actually bringing like real voting booths back then, the ones that you just click, much different than we have now. And I won. And that was really cool. Cool because I was getting calls from the president of our class, the president of the school, and also our advisor letting us know that the governor's coming. They want to speak to us and ask us what it is that we need. The mayor would come to our school and ask us our opinion. So that was really cool. So I actually felt like I was contributing as a student, not only going to school there, but the student life there.
So did you do that just your senior year or just your freshman year?
Man, no. I fell in love with it so much, I kept on going, man. I was Mr. Freshman, I was Mr. Sophomore, and I was Mr. Junior. And in the end, I ran for Mr. Morgan State University. But what I did while I was doing all those great roles, I actually had serious programs, because at the school, and unfortunately we have issues in all our communities, but we had a lot of violence that surrounded our college. Didn't have a whole lot in the college, but surrounded the college. And so I remember starting a program called Something for the Brothers, because I realized that the girls at Morgan State University, they always had events that catered to women. And I gotta say, the women at Morgan State University were always so focused, always so driven to succeed and being model citizens. The guys that always felt like we were just trying to find our way. Every brother at Morgan was respectful, but we always dealt with internal issues. So I decided to say, hey, let's just have a program where it's just black men, white guys, Indian guys, African guys, because we had all type of nationalities at Morgan State, just talking. And I remember my first event, I invited my brother, because my brother worked at the health department. And so it wasn't uncommon. People at Morgan, you know, engaging in sex. And so my brother said, I said, why don't you come and just tell us what type of sexually transmitted disease you can get, or how you need to protect yourself and all that. And man, when we had that event, it was sold out. I mean, it probably had to be like 500 people there. But it was cool for me because I got to have my little brother, you know, sit there and share with the world, you know, what he had learned. And I was just a moderator. Then we had some experts on campus that talked, who were involved in all type of health issues that related just to people. So that was that. But then we started getting into deeper conversations as far as not only how to take care of yourself physically, but how to take care of yourself mentally. And to be honest with you, those programs, they were helping me out. I mean, that was like a therapy session. I'd be able to sit there and listen to other people's challenges and problems. And it actually made me a better leader. It made me a better Mr. Sophomore, Mr. Junior, and Mr. Morgan, because I was like, hold on, we doing something where I'm doing more listening and we're giving to each other as opposed to a lot of this theory.
So how long did you do the program, Something for the Brothers? Was that throughout your entire tenure at Morgan State?
So that was like sophomore year into my senior year. But when I left, there were some brothers, including my brother who went to Morgan. They kept it going. So that was really cool because, you know, they saw the benefit of it. And of course now, I believe it's called Smooth. So they changed the name to Smooth, where these brothers are doing the same thing, which is fine. You could change the name 100 times, but the concept is still the same. Men getting together, and then us inviting women. So we hear, because we did that too. We invited women. So what do y'all need? What is it that you all care about? Because we just didn't want it to be just a chauvinistic, all male conversation. We needed some inclusion too. So that was really cool. So yeah, it's still going.